Hello, the video contains spoilers for JJK.
The kaisen. The Sukuna kaisen is real.
Gojo stans will see this image and be like, oh my god, Gojo revival confirmed? Oh, welcome back my glorious prince. Bro, it's only in JJK community where we see a man's dead, rotting, bisected corpse rotting away on the ground. Boy is in Jujutsu Kaisen limbo. He's about to go to Jujutsu Kaisen heaven. He's happy, he's free from Gege Akatamu. And people will still be like, oh, he's coming back. Foolish little man. If you actually read the manga, you will see that Gojo Satoru's revival is all but confirmed. Sukuna once said that Shoko's reverse curse technique is pretty strong, but not strong enough to revive a dead person. But if we go to Jujutsu Kaisen volume 26, this artwork focuses on the left eye of Gojo Satoru, and as you can see on Gojo Satoru's dead rotting corpse that is on the ground, lifeless by the way, we can see that left eye is blurrier than the right. If you look hard enough, trust me bro, this theory is that he used a binding vow on his eye. What is that binding vow, you are asking? Well, this binding vow is to put infinity curse technique on his body. Now, dying is the process of physical cellular degradation. So, in a sense, if you slow down the molecules, you slow down the dying process. So, he just needs to stay alive long enough for somebody to bring him to Shoko so they can heal him, not revive him. So, as you can see, this theory is foolproof. Indispensable proof that Gojo Satoru is coming back. Oh my glorious king, I can't wait to gobble on your balls. Copium is one hell of a drug, and you Gojo stans are overdosing on that shit, man. Goodness gracious. Before we get sidetracked again, in this video, I'm just going to be talking about the Sukuna Kaisen. I had to speed run the entire manga because JJK spoilers were going everywhere. I can't imagine being an anime only JJK fan in this day and age. Like, you literally have to avoid social media and everything. Avoid spoilers, it's crazy. I'm not gonna talk much about the Sukuna versus Gojo fight. Just know that Sukuna quite literally farmed XP off of Gojo so he can unlock a brand new skill. Unfortunately for Sukuna, Gojo was divisible by 2. The first victim of the Sukuna Kaisen is no other than Kashimo Hajime. And goodness gracious, I've never seen a character fall off as hard as this man. First he was feared after he got his shit cooked in 2 chapters. They called him a fraud. Then we start calling him the king of all farmers, and now he's a femboy. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. To be honest, the first time I saw Kashimo, I thought he was a woman. Like, can you blame me? Look at that hourglass figure this man is packing. Kashimo pulls up to the battlefield, start talking to Sukuna about strength and all that mess. But Sukuna like, hey, we talk with our fist around here. Kashimo's like, say less. They fight for a couple minutes, but then Sukuna enters his Heian era form. Kashimo started scoping this man out with X-ray vision and was like, oh my god, he's so beautiful. Get my dick, catch him out. Speed blitz Kashimo, grabs him and double tap blow in the bread basket. Kashimo tries to retaliate and oh my goodness, this incantation sent shivers down my spine. Gale of the Dragon, recoil, twin meteor. Hey little dude, you might wanna dodge this one, and sends a world-cutting dismantle towards Kashimo. They talk a bit, then Sukuna does speed blitz Kashimo again, proceeds to demolish his stomach, punches him away. Kashimo tries to retaliate, but oh my goodness, Sukuna sends an array of world-cutting slashes towards Kashimo. And if I'm being honest with you guys, if Kashimo wasn't such a fraud, if he now dodged those world-cutting dismantles like Leon Kennedy dodging them lasers. Okay boys and girls, trying to 1v1 Sukuna clearly is not working. Time to go back to old reliable jumping. Eugene and Hikaruma descend from the heavens. But my boy, Gege made a fatal error and switched the scenes to freaking Kenjaku versus Takaba. And oh my goodness, this is when the Botanic Kaisen truly began to fester. Sukuna already planted the seeds by killing Gojo, but this time period is when it began to gain so much size. And oh my goodness, this cursed image. Who made this image? Where are they now? I wonder how they go to bed every single day. knowing that they have done incomprehensible amount of damage to the brain cells of the JJK community. I'm not gonna cover these chapters. All you need to know is that Takaba and Kenjaku were just goofing around. Then Yuta pulled up and sneaked attack Kenjaku. We switched back to Yuji and Higaruma versus Sukuna. And Sukuna was like, what's all this? What's this energy I'm feeling? Some pedo energy I'm feeling on my back right now.
Baby, I'm a Snapchat groomer, moaning to 12-year-olds and I do work.
It's Meme. She launches her crows at Sukuna, but that does nothing. Higaruma devastates the ground. Yuji comes from the side and launches a bunch of rocks at bro, while Higaruma stops Sukuna from using Kamituke. Then Yuji comes in for the gut punch and Higaruma opens domain. They start talking about the specifics, but Sukuna like, I kinda don't care about all this. Can I see that executioner sword? Thank you. The Shikigami hits the Rock Dwayne Johnson and Higaruma unlocks the executioner sword. Everybody's in place. They're prepping for the Jumpjutsu Kaisen. But unfortunately, Higaruma took Kamituke, not his course technique. And Sukuna tries to bisect Higaruma, but Kusakabe comes in clutch and deflects all that mess. Choso fires a piercing blood, but one moment Sukuna is there, another moment that man is not there. Gobu taps Choso. Goodness gracious, look at bro's face, he's so uninterested in bro. But a shiesty sorcerer comes in to save the day. He falls down and tries to cleave Sukuna, but that does nothing. Gets kicked away like the trash he is. Higaruma comes in swinging, but Sukuna weaves that, grabs Higaruma and discombobulates his face, then threw him across the damn city, start chasing this man. Yuji gives chase, but Sukuna is too damn fast. You know what this panel reminds me of? It reminds me of that Luffy running away from Goku meme. I really need to contest behind my meme. Like, who made Boo man? Do you know how angry you have to make Goku for him to be like, I'm not going to fly after you, I'm going to run so you can have enough time to think of how fucked you are. Higaruma stands up. Bro's body is glistening with cursed energy. He reignites his executioner sword and we get this sexy panel right here. He then proceeds to hit Higaruma with the perilous attack, destroy the entire building. Higaruma runs in again, but that man is hitting air follicles right now. Sukuna grabs Yuji and hits him with the miniature farmer slayer technique, lesser waffle iron. Threw him away, and oh my goodness, Higaruma is doing everything in his power to stab Sukuna, but this man is just moving, dodging everything. And I scroll down and the next thing I see is Scale of the Dragon. Yeah, that boy is cooked. After domain expansion, Scale of the Dragon has to be the scariest shit you can hear in an altercation. Imagine you're fighting somebody, they step back and start talking about some Scale of the Dragon recoil twin meteor. After I hear Scale of the Dragon, man, I'm out of the vicinity. Recoil twin meteor dismantled, devastated this building and took away Higaruma's arm. And honestly, that's not too bad. He could have done him in like Gojo, blast his other arm off, but Yuji fires a piercing blood and Higaruma learns reverse curse technique. He launches in. He tries to stab Sukuna. This man's arm is literally a skeleton right now, but he's doing his best. He pierces Sukuna's hand. He kills Higaruma. Another one bites the dust. Another victim of the Sukuna Kaisen. In a last-ditch effort, Higaruma tosses the executioner sword to Yuji, but obviously that didn't do anything. Higaruma already died and his curse technique withered away. Kirara and Yui pull up to take Higaruma's body and they dip. The ground starts to break and Junpei's lost long brother comes in to run the Sukuna gauntlets, which pushes Sukuna down. Sukuna like, oh, this is the type of woman you mess with? Damn, you may be freakier than Kenjaku, boy. A wise man once said that your true colors are revealed once you die. And after this chapter, we can confidently say that Kenjaku truly is the king of all yappers. This man is literally a head, has a katana in his skull and is still yapping. You love to see it. We switch back to Yuta versus Sukuna. They start fighting a bit. Yuta steals himself and opens domain. True and mutual love. What is that name? Imagine you get sent to a Pop Smoke's concert and everybody like, damn, how'd you get packed up? Oh, I died in a domain called True and Mutual Love. Goofy ass name, but the domain is strong as hell, so it don't matter. Yuta pulls up and hits Sukuna with a tin icebreaker, and Yuta, Yuji, and Rika begins to jump this man. But then Rika grabs Yuji and tosses him like a damn javelin. And oh my goodness, what is that? Goodness gracious, you can literally feel the bloodlust emanating from this man right now. They both clash and Yuji holds Sukuna's arm. Farmer Slayer technique, minor Excel spreadsheets. Shit yourself. Yuta stops Sukuna with coarse speech and proceeds to hit him with another thin icebreaker. Speaker comes in with a strong left into a axe handle, and these boys start moving. Put anybody in Sukuna's situation and this look like a horror film, but this is Sukuna we're talking about. Farmer Slayer technique, cinematographic storyboard layout. Send those boys back, but they regain their posture, heal up, and go back to the jump first. Yuta sidesteps Sukuna and backhands the nonsense out of him. Yuji hits Sukuna with a Kamehameha, while Rika triple doing Sukuna in the knob. Then Yuta closes the distance and hits Sukuna with cleave. Oh my goodness. The way everybody was gassing up Yuta when they saw this leak page, they're like, oh my god, Yuta will go to school. Yuta, they said you were this, they said you were that, they said you were so and so. You know, your typical dick riding post. The funny thing is that this really didn't do much to Sukuna. He heals this up in like 4 pages. I can't wait until this scene gets animated, because the way they were jumping Sukuna was feeling like how Yuji and Nanami were jumping Naito. I'm talking, Yuji comes in with his strong rights. It's a pound this man in the bread basket. Yuji carries this man's head and knees the intelligence out of him.
Give your king a big hug.
Eviscerates Yuji's stomach. What if it's just pain? Yuji will thug it out, spits in his face, while Yuta hits this man with an uppercut. At that man looking into the sky. Then Rika grabs this man, this 1,000-year-old man, by the feet and throws him to Yuji. And Yuji hits him with a magic kick. And they saw Sukuna loosening his grip on Hollow Wicker baskets, about to cast that world-ending dismantle. And they were like, oh now, we're not giving you that chance, little man. Yuta comes in and rips the tongue out of Sukuna's stomach mouth. Jesus, that's visceral. And Yuji hits Sukuna with a supernova. And then Yuta hits this man with the wrath of 1,000 suns. Jacob's ladder turned that man into fried chicken, literally cooking him. But then Yuji enters this course realm looking ass thing, and we get to see this failure of a human being named Megami Fushiguro. Man's like,
Ooh, that's enough. I've had enough. You guys can leave.
boy, if not wake your ass up. Come on, bro. He's just a 16-year-old boy. I mean, he killed his sister. He killed Gojo. Leave him alone. What do you mean he killed Gojo and his sister? That wasn't him. It was Sukuna. He took over his body and did it. It's not his fault. Wait, actually, it's all Megami's fault. We're literally in this situation because Megami fucked up. It's crazy how this Sukuna kaisen nonsense could have been avoided if this man locked the fuck in. They're telling me that your sister pulled up, and the thought of her being a reincarnated sorcerer did not cross your mind. This boy forgot the universe is living in. Like, if I saw my sister and she opened her mouth like she's about to gobble down on 36 glazes, man, I would have whipped out Maharaga frame 1. Speaking of Maharaga, this man currently on this page is still trying to summon Maharaga. My brother, Maharaga is not going to adapt to your depression. Wake up. And it's crazy how we really could have taken Sukuna's life right here and now if we didn't give a fuck about Megami. Scale of the Dragon, Recall, Twin Meteors, Dismantle. Look at the astonishment on Yuta's face. Man's like, oh my goodness, I'm about to get done in like my teacher. Another soul lost to the Sukuna Kaisen. But I mean, he's not dead. Maybe, probably, I don't know, man. That looks like a dead man to me. But thankfully, one of the Zenin clan members is actually useful. Maki comes in for the sneak attack. And it's now time for Maki versus Sukuna. I'm gonna do the other chapters on a later date. Still recovering from what happened to Chosu.